All right, everybody. Brian Strickland here. I want to address that Iron Addicts bust down there in Miami. Uh, DEA came in and just seized everything, seized their equipment, busted everything. I got me a little Iron Addict story. I co-own a gym here in Lakeland, Florida. It's about right between Tampa and Orlando. Uh, it's called Southside Barbell. Me and two other investors were looking at uh, opening up another gym somewhere in Tampa area. I'd always looked up to Mike Rashid, and of course, I like CT Fletcher. I watched his videos, and uh, went through some hard times, with my parents dying, and I would listen to Mike Rashid's motivational videos, and I always loved him. And of course, Iron Addicts Gym was the shit. It's very well known in this community. So I saw him at the Olympia, and I said, I gave the opportunity. I said, I'm gonna go talk to him. So I went up and talked to him and told him what I thought, what I wanted to do, and he was right on board. He said, that they didn't have any kind of franchise, but they were licensing out. So I said, about opening up a gym in Tampa, an Iron Addicts Gym, and he said, if you're serious, here's my email me here, and we'll talk. So make a long story short, I did that. Emailed him constantly. He didn't return any of my emails. I know he's busy. I can't imagine how busy he is. So we kept kept trying. Finally, we Snapchatted him, me and one of my investors. She's a female, and then he responded to that. We finally tried to set up something to come down to Miami. It's about 4 hours from where I'm at, to talk to him, and then again, it's back and forth, him not sending, and responding to texts, and finally he said, I'll be there all weekend, just come on up. So I remember it was Friday. I finally, I said, hey, we even told him, we even asked him, we said, give us 3 different times and we will be there. Give us 3 different times to set up. You can be like a 6 on a Saturday, a 2 on a Sunday. And he didn't want to make any appointments. He said, just come on there, well, I'll be ready. So, okay. So me and my other 2 investors, they have kids. It's a husband and wife. They came up on a Saturday night. And I drove up on a Sunday morning. And I remember texting him, and I go, hey, he said, well, when are you going to be there? I said, I'll be there sometime before noon. It'll be before noon on Sunday. He said, that's cool. I said, you want to set up a time? No, I don't want to set up a time. Just call me. I said, so we drove down there. My investors drove down there the night before, $170 hotel, got somebody to watch their kids. We got down there, and I got there at 11 a.m. in the hotel. We texted him. He responded. He said, I'm doing something right now. I'll be done no later than noon, in an hour. So we went to his gym, sat on his couch, and waited for him. Noon went by, 12:15, 12:30, 1 o'clock. It was like right at 1 o'clock, we texted him. He said, hey, do you want to, should we go to lunch? No, I'll be right there. I'm headed there now. Sorry. 1:15, 1:30, 2 o'clock. He's still not there. By that time, my investors were done. We texted him, and he said, oh, I'm sorry, I'll be right there at 15. Again, they were done. That was it. Nothing I could do by then. I was just like, let's just chill, let's chill out. This guy is big time fitness. I'm telling you, his big name, Iron Addicts, and they were done. They didn't care. And my idea is, I said, I'll stay and try to smooth this over. And then by this time, when everything, I told them that when I would tell them the details later on, they would be okay with it and everything would be smooth. So he called my phone, because when she sent out a mass text and said she was done, I said, well, she's, I kind of downplayed it, she's got to go, and, her kids. And I said, but I'll stay here and wait on you. He goes, I'll be right there. Half hour later, he's still not there. This is like 2:30, 2:45. I'm like, you know what, I'm done too. I texted him and said, hey, man, for somebody that looked up to you, and, I'm really disappointed. And it's not that, this whole moral of this story is just kind of like, I'm kind of glad we didn't, I hate that shit, that fucking saying, everything happens for a reason. But maybe it was a blessing that we didn't, I even hate that saying, that we didn't get involved with Iron Addicts. So, I'm not against steroids, trust me, but this kind of turned out to be the right maybe that everything does happen for a reason. Maybe I hate that, but I hate that saying, but maybe everything does. You know, it was just a long, at the time I hated it. It was a long ride home, a long 4 hours. I think the first 2 hours I didn't even turn the radio on. But it kind of made me say, you know, maybe I don't want to get in business with this guy. So, you know, I saw where he posted a video that said, you know, he didn't know anything about it. And look, I co-own a gym. If there's some shit coming in and out of your gym, millions of $10 million, and then 2 years, you know, from what I hear, you know what's going on. So, I don't wish anything upon him, but it just kind of want to share that maybe, you know, maybe that whole getting involved with that Iron Addicts gym did turn out pretty good. So anyway, little story there. All right, guys, peace.